Hello, Kentucky. Lamont Butler actually came in unexpectedly and helped this team a lot. This guy will be missed. But Pope at Kentucky set a standard, a culture. Let's talk about that. Few players have better epitomized this transformation than Lamont Butler. His leadership on and off the court was instrumental in laying the new foundation under Pope, leaving a legacy that will serve as an inspiration for generations of Lexington players to come. Reflecting on the season's loss to Tennessee, Butler didn't just lament the outcome. Instead, he highlighted something even more important: the high standard he and his teammates helped set for the program's future. Lamont Butler ended his Wildcats tenure with a memorable performance, recording 18 points on an efficient shooting display, 7-11 overall and 4-5 from three. His performance in the final game was just another example of the relentless determination that marked his Kentucky career. Even while dealing with a significant injury, Butler demonstrated a resilient spirit, refusing to give up until the very end. That kind of dedication is what made him not only a valuable player, but also a central figure in building the culture that Pope is implementing. At the post-game press conference, as silence fell over the room after the tough loss, Butler took the initiative to deliver a powerful message. He emphasized that the team had succeeded in setting a high standard for future generations of Wildcats. This statement, delivered with genuine emotion, is a reflection of the winning mentality that Butler has brought with him since the beginning. He was speaking not only as a player about to say goodbye, but as someone who understands the responsibility of paving the way for those who will follow him. The fact that Butler chose to emphasize this aspect, even in a moment of sadness, demonstrates his commitment to something bigger than numbers or individual accomplishments, continuing Kentucky's legacy of excellence. Andrew Carr, another senior who also played his final game for the Wildcats, echoed Butler's words in a public plea for new talent to embrace the opportunity to wear the blue and white. Carr stated without hesitation, "If you're in the transfer portal and looking for a place to go to Kentucky." His heartfelt call reinforces the idea that despite the season's premature end, there's a renewed sense of pride and anticipation surrounding the program. The combined message from Butler and Carr serves as a reminder that recruiting will be essential to maintaining the momentum created by this trailblazing group under Pope. The challenge now falls on Mark Pope's shoulders, finding a worthy successor to Butler in the role of leader and playmaker. However, this should not be seen as an insurmountable obstacle, but rather as an exciting opportunity. Having a player like Butler sets a clear benchmark for any incoming recruit. His style of play, marked by versatility, intelligence, and the ability to make decisions under pressure, provides a concrete model of what it takes to thrive in this system. Furthermore, the presence of Pope, whose infectious energy and strategic vision are already beginning to take shape, creates an attractive environment for high-level prospects. Butler leaves a significant void, but also creates a space for young talent to prove themselves. The fact that he has raised the level of competition within the squad during his tenure underscores the importance of attracting players who share his work ethic and winning mentality. For BBN fans, Butler's departure is certainly painful, but there is also reason for optimism. The culture he helped establish will continue to be the foundation upon which Pope will build for years to come. The image captured by Charlie Clifford, showing Pope consoling Butler in the final moments after the loss, perfectly encapsulates the connection between coach and player. It was a gesture that transcended the sport, symbolizing gratitude, mutual respect, and the promise that Butler's impact will be felt for a long time to come. As he moves on to pursue new challenges, his contributions will remain an integral part of Kentucky basketball's recent history. With the transfer portal buzzing and recruiting hot, The next step will be crucial to ensuring that the standard set by Butler and his teammates is maintained or even surpassed. The combination of a visionary coach like Pope and a legacy left by players like Butler creates an atmosphere of renewal and hope. Kentucky is not only looking to remain competitive, but also to reaffirm its rightful place. We'll be next. Let's wait and see. For Kentucky basketball, the 2024-25 season was a special chapter, not only because of the numbers and results within its borders, but because of the atmosphere of renewal and confidence that permeated every move of the team under the command of Coach Mark Pope. One of the protagonists of this narrative is Otega Oweh, whose trajectory in his first season with the Wildcats marked a turning point for both him and the program. When Otega Oweh decided to transfer to Kentucky after his time at Oklahoma, few could have predicted the overwhelming impact he would have on the blue and white team. His performance throughout the campaign was more than just a sequence of consistent games. It was the materialization of a process of growth fueled by an environment conducive to evolution. Oweh not only increased his personal numbers, jumping from 11.4 points per game as a sophomore at Oklahoma to an impressive 16.3 points per game wearing a Kentucky uniform, but he also became a quiet leader, respected by his teammates and admired by fans and analysts. Oweh's statement on the UK post-game radio show was perhaps the most telling moment of his season. It was incredible. "This is the most fun I've ever had playing basketball," he said, offering a genuine testament to Mark Pope's impact on his journey. The phrase may sound like initial enthusiasm, but when viewed under a magnifying glass, it carries a deeper meaning. In a modern era of college sports, where pressure for immediate results and relentless competitiveness often stifle passion for the game, hearing a high-caliber player talk about fun is refreshing. And that sentiment, as Oweh pointed out, has clear roots: Pope's leadership style. Mark Pope, in his first year at the helm of Kentucky, has quickly proven himself to be more than a traditional coach. He is, in Oweh's words, more like a teacher. That pedagogical approach, combined with a philosophy that prioritizes unlimited trust in his athletes, has created an ecosystem where players like Oweh have been able to thrive. It's not just about teaching fundamentals or game strategies, but about instilling a winning mentality while preserving the essence of the joy of playing. Pope seems to understand that in order to get the most out of his players, he needs to go beyond tactics and touch the human side of each athlete. This methodology has been directly reflected in the results. Despite the bitter loss to Tennessee in the Sweet 16, a game that will leave traces of frustration throughout the offseason, Kentucky's season was marked by significant achievements. Oweh emerged as a central figure on the team, leading the team in scoring and demonstrating consistency by scoring in double figures in 33 of 36 games played. His All-SEC second-team honor was a well-deserved recognition, but what really stands out is the visible improvement in his game. From his aggressive attack to subtle improvements in his efficiency, Oweh has shown that there is still plenty of room for refinement, especially if he decides to return for another season. And that decision is undoubtedly one of the most intriguing storylines of the offseason. While Oweh is not currently projected as a guaranteed pick in the NBA draft, his desire to test the waters is understandable. For a player at his position, getting direct feedback from NBA executives and scouts is a valuable opportunity. However, the general expectation is that he will return to Kentucky in 2025-26, cementing himself as a key asset for Pope in his second season at the helm. If Oweh returns, he will bring with him not only his physical and mental prowess, but also a sense of continuity that is crucial to Pope's project. The coach will face the challenge of reloading his roster, an inevitable task in the volatile landscape of college basketball. With Oweh as a solid building block, Pope will have the chance to further expand his vision for team play and individual development. The combination of an innovative coach and a rising player could potentially take Kentucky to new heights. The story of Otega Oweh and Mark Pope goes beyond numbers and projections. It's about how an iconic program like Kentucky is reinventing its identity without losing its essence. It's about how a player found not only his place, but also his love for the game again. And it's about how a coach, in his debut, managed to create an environment where fun and excellence go hand in hand. And this place is very good. What do you think? Comment.